Hello everybody, welcome to How to Play Like a Watt Pro, the series where I teach you how to get better at World of Tanks. Today I'm going to be playing a very interesting vehicle which almost nobody ever talks about, including myself until recently, the CS59. Now this thing precedes the CS63 in the tech tree. It's a tier 9 medium tank, and I think this thing is really a hidden gem. I think it deserves way more credit than, it's completely overlooked really. And it deserves a lot of credit because I think this thing is actually pretty insane. In a very skilled player's hands, that is, because this thing will not be easy to play. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. It has very little armor. It's got paper armor. Its side armor is 45, so it can get overmatched by like 60 TP, for example. It can only auto ricochet stuff less than that. It's very easy to pen this thing, and the only thing that this thing is good for is its gun depression, its speed, and its gun, and it has decent camo as well. But those alone are good enough, in my opinion, to make this a good tank. Now, I want to show you something real quick. So, Volvo Ukrainian, he's one of my friends and one of my clanmates. He's a very, very good player. Let's check out his CS59 stats. See what they are. 50 battles, 4.5k DPG, and I know that these DPGs are legit. Absolutely absurd. Now, I can't do that kind of damage, but basically, why I'm showing you this is it's proof. Like, this tank can be extremely good. It is actually just a very good tank if you play it properly. So with that introduction done, let's quickly look at the field mods, of which I have none so far because I just bought it. But I would go left, right, probably neither or left, and then I would go for neither. This one was also a tough one. Honestly, these two field mods are tough ones. But I would go I'd probably personally go left for this one, and then I would go neither for this one. Now for equipment, this thing has 0.38 base accuracy, which is not great. So it's tempting to do, for example, I still think you need a V-stab. I don't think you can drop that for aiming unit. I mean, you can probably get away with it, but I think V-stab is probably preferable. So I'm just running vents, rammer, and V-stab, and I'm not going to run hardening because I don't really want to play this thing in a way that I'm taking hits anyways, and I don't really like putting hardening on medium tanks. Although for a second loadout, hardening is completely fine. You could run rammer, V-stab, and hardening. For my primary loadout, though, I would definitely run rammer, probably V-stab, and then probably vents or aiming unit. I'm just going to run vents for this video. Alright, let's get into the first battle. Alright, so there's nothing that stands out a ton about this tank. I think it's just the combination of the fact that it's pretty fast. It has a decent profile. It's not like a giant bust or something. It has good gun depression and good alpha damage with decent, what is penetration? I think its penetration is, yeah, it's 293. That's not bad. It's not great either, but like it's good. It's APCR as well, which is nice. I'm gonna go to the right side. This is assault. And I spawned on this side. When it's assault, a lot of the time I'll go over here because enemies like to go like this on assault more often, I feel like. I don't know why that is, because I'm pretty sure they spawn over there on standard as well, but for some reason on assault, people like to go like that. And if you come to this position up here, then you can shoot them. Sometimes your light tank will come to that bush and you can get early damage on people crossing this. But that's not exactly what I'm interested. I mean, if I see it, I'll take it, but that's not what I was looking for. I'm looking to get here and farm these guys here. The 703 and the Type 68, that is. These are the guys who I want to farm. Now, this thing does have decent gun depression as well, as I mentioned. I don't know exactly what it is. Like 7 or 8. Man, that guy was ready. Holy cow. Anyways, like I said, this thing has no armor. You cannot rely on its turret whatsoever. Okay, so this is good matchmaking. It's tier 8. I'm just gonna chill for now and wait for them to, like, kind of not aim at me so I can peek. I have to be very careful because that guy can double shot me. So this ridgeline in general is just good for farming. People who do this kind of thing. You have to watch for TDs who are in this position right here, or right here, I should say, because they can actually shoot you. It's like a mound up there. But as long as you're not like completely over peeking, usually the TDs will have trouble. I almost missed that guy. I didn't actually notice him moving up. That was my bad. You can get shots through this door as well. Now, I usually don't have any problems with people shooting me from H1, like over here, from this position. You only really have to be worried about that if you're like playing up like right here. If you're like down lower, it's pretty hard for them to hit you, actually. I'm still just gonna chill for now because I don't see anywhere that I can advance. Although I am thinking about what I can possibly do right now. Now, I have 298 pen. Is that enough to go through a Vipera? I'm not actually sure, to be honest. I might test it. If I can somehow get a free shot on him. Yeah, I didn't even get a glimpse of whether my reticle was red or green. It looked red, but I think it was aimed at his gun mantlet, so it's hard to tell. I think I can pen it, but... yeah, we took a hit for that. Well, we tested. I don't think I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure I can pen it or not, but I didn't pen that, so I'm just gonna assume that I can't for now. I don't want to take another hit. Also, there are shots to these windows here, and there's a gap right there where you can shoot people who are traversing through here. I'm sure most of you are probably already aware of all that, but you know, I want to mention it just in case. So I'm looking at like the overall flow of the battle and what's happening, and we're down tanks, but we're up HP, but there are tanks out of render, so it's kind of hard to tell whether we're winning or losing. I'd say this game is pretty equal right now. But Erlenberg is a map where when you come to this flank, it's really not a very pushable flank very often. Now they don't have much that's unspot, or they have very few tanks that are unspotted. They have a Sturv, and that's it. That's the only thing unspotted, so we might actually be able to push this. Our T-54 comes with us. It's just I've already bled a little bit of HP, so I don't want to really lose more HP to the ship pack if I can help it. But I'm thinking about pushing this flank because there's only a Sturv unlit. But I think I'm going to be patient for now. Unless I have my full team support, I'm not going to lead the charge. I don't want to die. But you know, if our light tank explores that area and finds nothing, then I might go help him. I'm noticing now that we're losing though, because they won the east, so I'm starting to rethink my decision. I think I might have to go help in the city. Pushing this flank will take too long. They're like killing our whole north right now. So I think I'm just gonna go get involved. If it were a stalemate, then I think pushing the west would not be a terrible idea, but since it's not, and there's actually action happening around now, I actually have to get involved like right now, I think. This is my first game of the day, and trying to concentrate as best as I can, but I'm trying to do commentary and play a complicated situation at the same time, which is sometimes hard. Need to get into the flow of things. I'm kind of just feeling out the city, looking for where people are. So I also use tab. You look at my minimap, I can see the HP. This Conway, he's full. So I have to watch for him. He's the biggest threat. Because if I don't want to just trade with him, but these guys are all one-shots, and so I really want to get them out of the game. I'm gonna traverse my way across. I'm gonna definitely try to kill this guy if I can. I need to hurry because they're winning the north. And we don't even get lit because his turret and his spotting ports were not in the correct location to spot us. I don't know where the Conway went, but I don't think he's here. I'm gonna go for these guys next. There's the Conway. And this gun is just so punchy, man. And I love the fact that it's APCR. I really do. I'm worried about Artie. I'm the only one lit besides those two south, maybe, potentially. I'm gonna get into cover in case he's over there or something. Now I'm gonna come poke this KV4. The reason I didn't fully aim that is because I'm worried about the Artie shooting me and also the Char shooting me from the north or something. So and also my teammates could potentially shoot him and steal my damage, but that's why I didn't fully aim that. But normally, if someone's not looking at you, you might as well just fully aim. There's no reason not to. Now here, I'm really wondering where their Sturb is. He must be somewhere in the east, because if he hasn't been lit the whole game, he must have been in the east. Or somewhere in the north now. Definitely not back by the Conway. Artie just fired. Where did he fire from? I think it was K0. We really need this Conway to die. Hopefully this guy baits the Conway into me. Damn, he died. That's really bad. Because now I'm kind of... They have both flanks, I guess. Now we're in a tricky situation because we're outnumbered and kind of surrounded. And they're putting on cap pressure. Going in the open field feels like a death sentence right now. If I were to try to push the east or something, because their Sturb is still alive and I know he's somewhere over there probably. But at the same time, I have to try to pick up some kills or get some information because I'm kind of blind as to where they are right now. So I'm gonna try to peek some corners. There are only two minutes left somehow. Let me zoom out. Can I actually hit this guy? Oh, there's a ridge in the way. I didn't know if it was a fence or not. Actually, that made no sense at all. Just disregard what I said. I'm retarded. I mean, not intellectually smart. I aimed that one just enough so that he probably wouldn't have a good chance to get a shot into me, but I wanted to make sure that that shot hit. And there's only 28 seconds left on cap. Our RHM needs to go. He died. That's bad. Okay, I need to go. I'm kind of just driving through an open field, but I don't have a choice. Where could it be? I could have blinded. I could have blinded at the very last second to try to save the cap, but I genuinely didn't know where he was or even what tank it was. And I would rather just save my shot and go for the damage because I'm a whore. I mean, you can't really blame me though. Like, the chance that I'm going to hit that blind, I didn't even consider that he would be up there, to be honest, because the guy pinged that he was in the corner, so I thought he was in the corner of the cap, not up there. I really did. So you can't entirely blame me for that, but like, realistically and theoretically, the best play there would have been to blind at the last second if I was going for a win, just to pray and hope that I hit a shot on him. I loaded HE because I knew I needed the reset, and if it's the 1390, I pen him anyways. If it's a Sturb, I can technically even pen his Cupola with HE, so yeah. That was a really weird game. I can tell that I'm a little bit rusty today. Gotta step things up. A little bit slow to react there when they won the north, I think. I should have pushed into the city sooner. Could have played more aggressively at some points. I was a little bit too cautious. But I sometimes when your brain hasn't caught up yet to what you're doing, it's okay to like take a second to slow down and chill while you're still thinking things through. And sure, it might not be the optimal play, but if it's what you have to do to ensure that the outcome is, like, your decision making is correct, then I would probably say you should do it. I mean, it depends a lot on the context, but just as a general idea, I think that's the correct thing to do. So we were top on damage, 3,300 damage, 4 kills. Honestly, kind of pretty disappointing for this kind of matchup. But like I said, I was really trying to focus on commentating, and I think I probably would have done a little bit better if I was full focus, but I'm not entirely warmed up yet, so. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Unfortunate loss. Alright, I took a little piss break, and now I'm feeling a little bit more chilled, or more focused. So we should be chilling for the next game, hopefully, or at least a little bit better than last game. I should also mention, the reason why I didn't immediately just go for the reset is because I would have to drive through an open field to get there, which I did end up doing at the end, and it worked out fine for me. But realistically, they had like several unspotted tanks, especially that Sturv, who could have been posted up anywhere, and were very likely to be posted up in an area that covers that open field. And if I drive through that open field, then I'll just die. So it was kind of, that's why I didn't just go for the cap immediately. It would have been kind of very, very risky to do that. So I waited until I had to do it. Like, I literally had no choice but to do it. That's why I waited. As it turns out, it was the incorrect decision, but I didn't have enough information to make the correct decision at the time, so I don't really regret waiting. Alright, we get mines. More insane matchmaking. This is beautiful. For me, it's always a question of hill or island. I think I'm going to go hill this time. Because I think I'm going to have a pretty easy time taking it, and also I just have great alpha damage, and I think I can out-trade the people middle. This is mostly just because it's a lower tier battle. I just feel more confident against my opponents. Like a Type 4 heavy, I can just outplay that so easily. The only scary tank is kind of like the Cobra, but he doesn't even get to middle in time if I decide to go up, and if I slow play, I'll probably spot him before he has time to get close to me and clip me out, so should be fine. I think I'm just gonna take it. Oh my god, I took a lot of damage for that. Well, that's unfortunate, but we are on the hill now, so one thing that I sometimes see is people will, like, they'll drive up the hill on mines. They'll take 2/3 of their health, and now they're, like, really fucking tilted, but one thing you gotta realize is, like, I'm in a great position now. Like, I know I'm on 600 health, but this game has, like, really high potential now, because I'm top of the hill in a CS59, which has gun depression and high alpha. Like, this can still be an insane game. Or at least a pretty good game. I don't want to be proxied permanently by this Cobra and stuff, though, because of the RD. That's what's kind of annoying me right now. I'm looking at my minimap at the spotting circle, and it's kind of annoying me. Yeah, I'm out. I'm not proxied anymore. I'm gonna move and go to the backside of the hill where I'm safe from RD. I don't want to peek here because the RD will shoot me, and I'm low health already. I cannot afford to take more damage. From here, you can also get shots on the, like, where this T30 is anyways, so it's okay. It's not as good shots because they're semi-hull down, but it's the best we got to work with. I'm not gonna do anything risky at this point. I try to peek him, unless he does something dumb. Now they can't actually see my hull peeking right now because of the ridge, so kind of chilling in that regard. Might actually be able to do something cheeky here. Okay. I guess probably the biggest thing that I like about this tank is just the DPM plus the alpha and the speed, but really it's the alpha damage that makes this thing really good. Or like 390 is great for medium tank at this tier. This feels great, and also the APCR, I guess. Gotta watch out for the BZ. We can slowly angle this guy out. Just being careful with my shots when there's no reason to panic when there's like somebody, when there's nothing that can shoot me. That was slightly aimed badly. Guy should not notice me, so I can come up for the kill. Also, his DPM is just very good. Like I said, like, look how quickly that reload was. It's actually insane. You can actually perma-track people because you have high alpha, 390 APCR, and fast enough reload that you can actually perma-track some people, especially because you're playing at lower tiers where people don't necessarily have repair crews. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but it can happen in this tank. I still want to play patiently. One of the reasons I rotated back here is because I was worried they were just going to take the hill, and that would have made all my HP that I just lost for taking it, completely useless because I would have had to drop off. So I have to make sure at all times that they do not get up the hill, because they'll probably kill me if they do, because I'm only 600 HP. I have to defend the hill. But now, like, I'm looking at it, their type 5 heavy died somehow. I'm not really sure how. This game is kind of not over, but like they're down a lot. So I'm gonna go for one shot on this guy if he pokes me, and then I'm just gonna try something else. Okay, never mind. He's unspotted. I'm gonna look for different angles now. The thought crossed my mind, maybe I can go back to the 1-2 line, but they have a Scorpion holding it, and I don't really feel like dealing with that right now, especially with an Artie, because if I peek from E1, then the Scorpion will shoot me. Or, I mean, will spot me, and then the Artie will shoot me. You always have to be careful peeking these rocks. This is my next best option, is to peek these rocks, because you can get proxied from underneath the hill, and then Artie can shoot you, and you're kind of stuck there. Like right now, I'm proxied. If I try to run, the Artie will have a shot on me. This rock is protecting me, or whatever this is, this castle thing. But if I try to run, then Artie can potentially shoot me, so just always keep that in mind when you're playing here. And I can't technically, because my turret is so weak, get shot by the island, so I have to be careful of that. I'm worried about the SU-130 PM being there, so I don't even want to overpeak this guy. I didn't know whether the Cobra was under the hill or not, so that's why I moved up here. I was just hoping that he wouldn't be here to proxy me, and also it's kind of just illustrating a point, but yeah, it's not ideal, but I'm mostly safe. I really doubt the Scorpion is going to be able to hit a shot on me here, even though I think he technically can. So I'm just kind of biding my time, looking for an opportunity maybe to leave. I want to wait. I'm looking at the minimap at the there's like a thing on the minimap when the Artie fires. So when the enemy Artie fires, I'll know, and then that's a cue for me that I can leave without getting hit by the Artie. And I'm low HP, so I really don't want to do anything risky. Like if I got up on a hill for almost full HP, like this would be so much better, but that did not happen. Okay, there's an Artie fired. I'm gonna run now. Okay, just that was good timing because the ship pack just got an angle on me. Yeah, I actually didn't expect to have. I didn't actually expect to be so exposed there. Like I know that you can be a little bit exposed. From angles like out here and out here, but I didn't realize that it was this great. This Peregrine is a bitch because I have to overmatch the top of his turret to pen him pretty much. Now the reason why I'm not retreating to here is because then the Artie will hit me. I don't even want to go here because then the Artie can splash me, so. And I'm questioning whether it's best for me to go like one line or something, or if I can if I should just be patient and stay on the hill. And I think I should be patient and stay on the hill, but I'm kind of worried about the Peregrine or the BZ or something pushing the hill without me seeing them. Should be safe from Artie, I think. Now I know I was gonna say the patent tank can kill his Peregrine, but it's only if the it's only if the Peregrine backs up. See, he did get a shot into him from the island. I think I should take this opportunity to run actually, because we're starting to lose. I can tell we're starting to lose. I'm afraid they're gonna repush the hill with the Cobra or something. Let's take a look at this. Should be fine to drop off here. Do I want to go A4 or do I want to go somewhere else? I'm honestly thinking that I'm going to go to A4 because I'm worried that they're going to win the hill and then win the east. And then I'm going to be stuck on the island and then I'm in a bad spot. If I'm up at A4, like if they take the hill, it's fine because I can bleed them. And if they go through the east, I can bleed them. So that's why I'm going to A4 rather than the island now. I'm looking at the game clock and there still is there's only 7 minutes left, so I've got to keep that in mind in the back of my mind. Like in a couple of minutes, or more like 4 minutes, that's when I've got to start worrying about like we could actually draw. But I don't think it's going to come to that. I thought there used to be bushes here, but I guess they removed them. I feel kind of more exposed here than I expected to be. But I think I'm gonna hide behind this rock and just wait for something to get spotted, to be honest. We have an arty spotting the island. We have the AE phase 1 spotting middle. I should pre-aim right here in case they take the hill. I think I might have angle just barely. Like, I could peek here, but I'm worried. I'm kind of worried. I think I'm gonna do it though. Like, the arty will have a shot on me, for example. We are losing now. I think this rock is the safest position, but I could be wrong about that. That shouldn't spot me, I don't think. Unless, maybe if I fire, but... No, not even if I fire. His view range is not great. I don't know what the pen roll is on his superstructure. This is part of the problem with me playing lower tiers, is I don't actually know a lot of the pen rolls on some stuff. Like the Cobra turret, for example, I don't know how to pen that, or its hull. I don't know what the pen rolls are. I know it's 300 pen, but still. Actually, yeah, Cobra turret should be fine, but let's just at a really weird angle. So they did end up taking the hill, so I'm glad that I didn't stay there. I think I fell back at a good time. And we can get, like this, we can get a lot of fucking damage from here, to be honest. Nice. I am a one-shot now for everything, so I've got to be very careful. We have nothing spotting the island right now. Our arty has fallen back, so the Scorpion won't get lit if he pushes islands. I've got to be careful of that. I don't actually know if I'll spot him. I think I will, but I'm not entirely sure. He has some decent camo as well. Actually, I have a camo directive. I should have spot him unless he has like optics or something. Okay, I'm lit. That's not good. I think their Cobra is peeking that bush. I can eat an arty shot splash, so I'm just gonna eat it because I'm one shot to everything else anyways. Oh shit, I didn't mean to pull forward. Hopefully I didn't get relit. I did get relit. That's fucking annoying. I'm worried about this Scorpion getting an angle on me. And it feels like they had removed a lot of the bushes around here. We need that Scorpion to die. He's the biggest problem right now because he can go wide out there and shoot my ass. But there's no way. The Scorpion basically has to fuck up somehow. That's how we win this, I think. So what I can do is get unlit, stay safe from these guys and spotting, and then pull back and see if I spot the Scorpion, but I really doubt I will. And I'm not. I can't escape from this rock, I don't think, because of the Cobra position. I mean, maybe I can, but do I even want to? I don't know. I might chill right here, though. So one thing to keep in mind is when I'm moving, my camo is less than when I'm stationary, and that can contribute to me not outspotting the Cobra. What does this position back here look like? Because to be honest, I don't play this position very often, so I didn't know it was so shit. But I mean, I don't regret going here. It's just not as good as I thought it would be. I almost want to blind this guy. I don't think anything would light me for that. Okay, never mind. The Scorpion is just not shooting me from over there, so I don't know what's up. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. But I'm not gonna do that again. I mean, shoot, that is. I guess it was the BZ that lit me. I don't even know how I didn't like the BZ in return. No, it must be something else. I don't know what lit me, actually. I think it's, I think I have an opportunity to go back here because the Cobra left. I think it's better to play back here because the Hori angle is kind of crippling that other position. Gives me a worse angle on mid, but I think it's safer. Only 1.5 minutes, but there's no way I'm pushing out now. This is a small gun, okay. Fuck, I just about fired. I didn't expect him to be at that corner so soon. The reason I dropped is because I was worried about the arty splash. Killing me. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure. Maybe the arty had already fired and I didn't need to do that. I genuinely don't know. I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that I did that for no reason right there. I'm not sure actually whether the arty fired at my teammates or not. Or even at me. I was focused on other things at the moment. But I might have heard an arty splash, I'm not sure. But either way, I might have done that for no reason. But I did not expect the Peregrine to get to that corner that quickly. Damn, that was a close game. We had no chance of winning, obviously, at the end, but could have drew it. I mean, picked up a couple more kills. So 5k damage, 4 kills. Really happy with this game. I don't know, honestly, whether I should have taken the hill in the beginning. I did not expect to receive that much damage because I was looking at their lineup, and they're not fast. I mean, I think the main problem is not that... I think the main problem here is I overestimated how fast I would be there. Because a Reveler Race is not fast. And yet he still managed to shoot me going up the hill, which is not something I expected. Because I expected to be going about 50, because that's how fast this thing is on paper, top speed-wise. But he was still there to shoot me, which was a big problem. TVP, I mean, I don't mind taking a shot from the TVP, but I took, like, so much damage. I think it's because the Scorpion might have gone middle. I don't remember what shot me. Actually, I can check. Shots on me. TVP shot me. That one was expected. I knew that would happen. Arty splashed me. I knew that would happen. Peregrine. The IS-3A got there in time to shoot me? Seriously? And the Rev. So I overestimated my speed and I guess underestimated their speed. I thought I would be up there before those tanks would get those shots on me in the beginning. Either way, even taking hill on 600 HP still is not the end of the world because there's still so much potential on that kind of matchmaking to do from the hill. It didn't really turn out that the hill gave me very much in that game because we lost somehow, even though we had the hill. I guess their one Scorpion on the island just managed to easily hold it somehow. I don't really know what my team was doing, but that's okay. Yeah. That was a lot of commentary. Anyways, on to the next battle. I just gotta say, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just getting good matchmaking and it's tricking my mind into thinking that I love this tank, but goddamn, I really like this tank. Like, I really do. It's very fun to play. I will, again, say, it is hard to play, though, because, like, I would only really... Like, all players can play it, it's just... Where this thing will truly shine is players who know how to get positive trades. Like, good players. Okay, so this matchup, we got Encounter Malinovka. Very good matchmaking once again, which, man, I'm just absolutely loving. I'm gonna go hill. Now, I don't have the turret armor to brawl up there, necessarily, but I can take opportunistic peeks and shoot their turrets because I have very high pen. I have 300 pen. I can pen their tier 8 heavy tanks turrets. The other thing that I do when I'm in a medium tank and I'm going hill, I see what my team is doing in this general area. You see our Chars going and our 1390s going. They're going to get early spots in this area, and I can come to the edge of the hill over here and get shots. Like, literally, I should get, like, 1 or 2 free shots. You just have to be careful not to get shot in return too much. I was hoping this guy would try to run, but it looks like he might not. So I like to sometimes come to this position, for example. Can I spot this guy? I don't know if he's... I think I just don't have the view range to spot him. I don't even think he's in the bush. So that's what I was talking about getting shot. You can get shot back from, like, this angle. That's the most common angle. And you don't want to stay there for long because, like, You know, like you just saw. Char Feature tried to shoot me. You just stay there for 1 or 2 shots and then you leave usually. I was a little bit... It was fine to peek that guy, I think, but I did that a little bit poorly. I gotta be careful not to get shot from I don't know what to call this, the boob up here. If I over peek, so gotta watch out for that at all times when you're playing the hill. It looks like we're winning the top of the hill, which is good. I want to get a shot into the ass of this Wheezy if possible. He backs up, which he probably should. Excuse me, sir. There we go. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we got him. 100 damage, unfortunately, because I was a little bit slow. You see how this guy's getting shot by the edge of the hill? That's what you gotta watch out for. If you go on this lip of the edge of the hill, that's where you get shot from. I'm not gonna bother taking that shot, it's too risky. What I really want to do is get this Peregrine, but I've got to be a bit careful. I'm not actually lit right now, I don't think, so I can actually do this. As long as I'm not in front of a teammate, I shouldn't get shot for it. Because these guys are not lighting me. And now I can go low. So after you win the top of the hill, this is the natural progression on this map. You can push low if you have the HP to do so. And you can get an advantageous position on these guys here, this T-32 and Type 63, because they're in a crossfire. My aim doesn't feel bad, it just feels a little bit slow right now because I'm not warmed up. You never want to over peek on this corner, by the way, right away. Like, this guy might get blapped, we'll see. Maybe he gets lucky. This guy got shot once. You want to get unlit before coming around this corner. Like, this guy got lucky. There could be a 704 in the north, a Char Feature in the north, an IS-32 in the north, another Char in the north. All of those people could have shot him and damaged him. He just got lucky that that didn't happen. Now, you can sometimes go here and prepare for shots. That's what I'm going to do now because my team is about to rush in and get spots. If it's going to be a slower progression though, then you go over to here, over to that bump. Hoping this Type 57 will spot some dudes. Looks like they're not getting lit because I don't think they're getting shot, so I'm going to start driving forwards as well. I'm going slowly to keep my bloom under control so that I can get my shot off quicker. Looks like they're just getting fucked though, holy shit. What? No! Okay. I underestimated how many people would be shooting him. I thought I had time to aim. And I bounced. I was afraid the same thing would happen. This was actually this was a pretty bad game. I guess I should have played more aggressively. I didn't realize we were winning by so much. Part of the problem, just to be frank with you, of trying to commentate and play at the same time is it does make it actually a little bit harder to focus on the game. I think, honestly, I probably would have recognized it a little bit sooner if I hadn't been, but I'm not trying to, like, make a huge excuse or anything, but it's still my fault, but, that is just something to note. So we only get 2200 damage. To be fair, though, like, this was a fucking roll, 15-0. Now that I look at it, though, I shouldn't be so surprised by this, and the reason why is they simply did not get a tier 9 heavy tank, and we did. We got a fucking Conqueror. And if you look at their tanks, what do they have to play hill? They have nothing. Their best hill tanks are tier 8s, and it's like an E75 TS and a T32. Like, they had nothing. So, and we have a CC as well. So I honestly should have probably recognized that in the team matchup at the start of the game, and noted that we may win the hill really quickly, and so I should be not like trying to take pot shots at a bulldog on the side. I should just get on the top of the hill and start trading. I think I was a little bit too slow to go up the hill. In general, so far this session, I think my biggest problem has been just reacting too slow to information. And I'll just like slow aim as well. Like missing the full damage shot on the Wheezy 120. Why am I not boosting these? I should actually be boosting these. Oh, because I didn't get any wins. Oh wait, I need to pop a XP booster. Okay, see you in the next game. Alright, here we go. Safe Haven. Not my favorite map whatsoever, but I will show you to the best of my ability how I like to play Safe Haven in a medium tank. So it really depends. If I'm like a top tier 907 or something, then sometimes I'll contest the dip. It really depends on what the enemy, what kind of tanks the enemy has that can contest the dip versus what tanks we have that can contest the dip. And by the dip, I mean this southern area. But when I'm a bottom tier, there's no way I'm gonna actually push in because I can just get YOLO'd by like a. Actually, now that I look at it, they don't actually have any top tier mediums. I could probably actually do it, but they do have a 13105, which is kind of scary. Now, I was thinking of going. I'm kind of conflicted on what to do on this map because sometimes I'll go south, but a lot of the time I'll also just go like this up to there, on the ramp, I guess, and shoot the south. The best time to do that, the best time to go ramp and shoot the south, is when you have like 2 or 3 light tanks who are gonna YOLO into this dip and spot for you, or lights who are gonna be playing the mid, like where this 140 is, spotting all that stuff for you to shoot at. So instead, I'm just gonna go south, and I'll play it by ear as to whether I want to push in the dip or not. I have to see where their Leo is and stuff. Hopefully, first they do. Never mind about what I was about to just say. I always take the shortcut usually to go up here, unless I'm in like a really slow tank. It's kind of risky, but it's worth it in my opinion, just to get up here faster. Okay, I can shoot this guy. Cracked him. Without damage somehow, by the way. I don't actually know how, but it's okay, we got a shot anyway. Wouldn't have made a difference, actually. Think about it mathematically. Going for a blind on the bat chat. Now, they do have 2 Arties, so I have to be careful of that. Especially because on Safe Haven, the Arties can't shoot the tunnel area very easily, so you're probably going to get targeted. I wasn't lit the whole time, interesting. I guess that was because the bat chat must not have been peeking. Okay, the light tank's traded. Now, what I'm thinking right now is I only have a TVP and Progetto behind me to support me, although those are tier 10 tanks. Tier 10 mediums, so I'm going to actually push in here. I know there's a Leo, which is scary, because he can YOLO me, but I'm just going to assume that the TVP and Progetto will probably back me up if that happens. It looks like we are, like, winning the middle area, kind of. It looks like, and we're up guns, so I do kind of want to put on some pressure, and that's part of why I'm doing this, and not just sitting here. I want to make sure that I'm unlit before I peek this, just in case the bat is, like, wide peeking in that bush. I'm just going to poke up here and see what's going on. Everything is lit, by the way, so we should really just be pushing this, is what should be happening with the Progetto and TVP and me. Can I get an angle on this guy somehow? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna get underneath them, basically, and try to bait them into poking on me, and hopefully the TVP and Progetto back me up. This game is just ending, dude. What is happening, man? I need to, like, I want to get involved, but it's 2 tier 10 mediums. It's hard to push into them. Nice shot. Like, I'm worried about getting yellowed by a bad AP, but it's fine. I have the TVP with me now, so it should be okay. I think the bat left. Not entirely sure. I have a med kit. Unfortunate. I need to try to get involved, but I don't want to suicide either. Our 140 hasn't spotted anything beneath me, so I don't think the bat chat is sitting here waiting or anything. Probably full ram. $86, let's go. Yeah, I'm getting in. I'm full HP. I'm just gonna... I'm scared of the bat and the Leo just fucking me, but... I gotta remember that I have 1800 HP. I know I'm a tier 9, but like, 1800 HP is quite a lot, actually. Feels like a lot anyway. I don't know if that's actually high for a tier 9 medium, but... I had to shoot a little bit early there, or else his turret would become too angled for me to pen. I'm not gonna try to pen him a second time in case he angles towards me or something. Just want to get the guaranteed damage. think another thing this session, I might have been playing a little bit too passively at some points, but I prefer to generally try, if I'm not sure about something, then I generally try to be more passive than aggressive, just because it's safer. If I missed out on like a shot because I was too passive, then so be it. At least I didn't die. Okay, they still have HP on a couple tanks. Thankfully that hit. Otherwise I might have actually just died because that guy hit me. I'm gonna try to poke a little bit wide to bait him into peeking me. Hopefully. I don't think he's going to. He's gonna wait. Yeah, I'm going forward. He's not gonna peek me. He'll die. Can I get to this guy in time? Probably not. PvP is gonna kill him. Bouncing. Damn. Would have liked to get at least like 4k damage out of this. I was a little bit too slow to push in. I was just being a little bit too much of a pansy, I think, but I really was concerned that the bad AP and the Leo would just YOLO me or something. Or I would just get shot a lot on the way in. For example, if that SP2 and that Leo shoot me, like I get spotted early and the SP2 and the Leo, or the SP2, even just the SP2 shoots me coming in, and then, for example, like I was shooting this guy, this 752. If he just decides to look at me instead of the other guy, like I could get into a situation where I go down to a one shot or die if I'm not careful. And I didn't want to lose all my HP, so I played a little bit cautious, but I probably should have played it slightly more aggressively. Either way though, it's an okay battle, 3500. For Safe Haven, I'm pretty happy with that, especially for you know, very quick game where we just kind of won the game. And I did nothing for like in the entire south of the map basically, so that's not too shabby. 1300 spotting as well. Man, I fucking love this tank. I'm probably gonna make like 3 videos about this tank in a row. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. So for this session, this was gonna be the end of the video. 4 battles, 3500 damage and 400 assistance. Not really happy with the DPGs, but I think I focused way more this session on like decision making and explaining my thought process, so I think it kind of hindered me a little bit, especially in the first battle. So I'm not really that upset about it. As long as you guys are learning things, that's like the most important thing to me. So hopefully you were learning some things and found some things helpful, hearing my thought process. Alright, that's gonna be it. See you guys next time. Maybe I'll upload another one of these, another video in this tank after this as well. We'll see.